Eat up, butt up. Hello, everybody.
D&D.
D&D.
Yes. Yep. That's what we got. Welcome to Hellscape Navigators. Happy Monday night. I'm Mark. These are my friends. We're gonna play D&D. Yeah. Welcome to it. I'm not used to doing intros. Maybe I will get used to it eventually, but not right now.
Maybe.
So, to my this is the left. He's gonna be to my left. Let's see. I gotta wait for the stream to catch up. Make sure I'm right.
Yeah, it's your left.
That's right.
Screen right.
Yeah. Oh well, whatever. Okay, so to one side of me, we have Tom here as Naoma.
Boo.
That's
Skiba.
what Naoma does.
Yep, she's just a wacky, flailing, inflatable arm woman.
That's perfect.
Yep.
All right. And we have Sean as Thranton.
That's right.
You're so quiet, Sean.
Am I quiet?
Oh, there you are.
There we go.
You're just quiet with your hi.
I'm just, I'm very reserved tonight.
Just a little chill.
Little chill. Chill night.
We have Brian as Clyde.
That's me.
It's Clyde. And finally, we have our old DM, who is now Ian, also known as Jeff.
He's been demoted.
I wasn't Ian before, but I am.
You weren't
Jeff.
Ian before, now you are Ian.
Wow. Or you were
He
DM.
lied to us all these years.
I did.
You liar, Jeff.
Hit me. Ian,
It's you.
and not Jeff.
Yeah, but up. Ian.
All right, so last session, anyone want to tell me what we did?
Tom does.
Made
We met a new guy.
Yeah, I
Made
made
a-
a,
That was 2 sessions ago.
made a dome.
Right. That's
and
right.
Forgot that I can't
Oh.
read it. And
Yes,
so I had
Yeah.
to
yes,
make
you made
it
2
again.
domes. Yep, double dome.
Yes.
2 him.
Dum dum dome.
And then I asked Clyde to do literally one thing.
What was it?
Scout.
The
And you said
boundary of
no.
the camp. And you went, no.
Because I was sick of agreeing to everything. Because mosquitoes bit me.
The agreeable
Mhm.
mosquitoes. So what happened was we met you in the middle of some kind of awful swarm of creatures, and Musharib was a little freaked out by this, and the swarm passed, nobody died, you headed down the river, you got thirsty, you did some water things.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
We did.
The whole water thing.
The whole water thing was done.
We had cheesy water and truffle water and
Cheesy truffle water,
Mm.
That's right. Weird.
warm
Weird
ranch
tasting water.
Yes. That reminds me, I gotta get the flavor table in my folder here. Anyway, so yes, that happened, and when you all arrived on shore, and you made. Actually, there was another thing. You paid a goblin.
we did.
Oh.
Yep, that's
Yep.
right. We did play a goblin.
Who paid the goblin?
Who did that?
Definitely not
Who
Who
you.
would want to do that? Could you imagine?
Goblin is very happy to have 100 gold, I'm sure. In exchange for
Oh, it was
that,
10.
It was 10 gold.
it was.
I would never pay 100
Okay.
gold.
Brian overpaid.
Even under magic spells.
But yeah, no, you paid a total of 10 gold pieces to be pulled across a particularly shallow part of the river. And
So
you made
shallow.
camp, and that's when Jeff made the 2 hemispheres. And that's where we're at now. I think we were trying to determine watches, how that was going to work out.
Yeah, we're all in the hemisphere.
Yes.
Yep.
Enjoying the production of the dome.
Mhm.
Is anyone taking watch, or are you just going to do an efficient sleep?
We established that we would take watches still because people were more comfortable with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clyde
I
was
will
going to go
take-
first, and then no, Clyde was going to sleep first. I was going to take first watch, and then Clyde was going to wake up and finish up because he could
Yeah.
do after the.
Do his elf business?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Ew.
All right, that sounds good. So All right. Clyde takes his nap, brightens up early in the evening. This area of jungle looks not unlike the other areas of jungle that you've been in. It's dark. It's particularly balmy tonight. It was a hot day today. You have a nice, safe place to relax, though. That's kind of nice. Thornton, how do you handle your watch?
So, I've got 4 hours to watch. About an hour in, I want to. So I'm going to mostly just be sitting and fiddling with like my cooking tools, just sort of getting them ready, cleaning them up, that type of thing. But on the hour mark and the 3 hour mark, if nothing happens between those 2 points, I want to use Divine Sense just to sort of sense if there's anything affected by the Hallow spell or Celestial Fiend or Undead within 60 feet of us.
Okay. All right. Roll me a d20.
A D20.
Oh, snap.
How does a bloody 4 sound?
Squish, squish.
Squish, squish.
All right. You don't see anything out of the usual when you cast your first spell. You don't pick up on any signals of the type described.
Okay.
And again, the second time, there still isn't anything that really causes alarm.
Okay. Oh, right. Another thing I want to do, because I always forget to do this, since you said the word alarm. I like to cast alarm on the boats.
Okay.
Just it's a little trigger that triggers in my mind if anything messes with the boats.
Okay. All right. Good. So your watch passes uneventfully.
Cool. So I will I'll lose track of time, and I won't actually wake up Clyde because I know that he wakes up on his own. So I'll wait for Clyde to come to me.
Okay.
Do I wake up?
I don't know. Do you? Roll me a d20.
Do I wake up?
Oh no, I don't have D&D Beyond open. What did you roll?
Me?
Yeah. Roll a d20.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No.
Shit.
rolled a wake
Jokes
up.
here in D&D.
A 4. What's up with D&D Beyond?
That's the number. With that, like you continue to snooze. It was a long day of being thirsty and being agreeable and drinking weird water.
But I meditate. I don't sleep.
So you continue to meditate.
I'm meditating so deep.
You're stuck
Yeah, you've got a
meditating.
really good meditation there. You're at perfect
Yeah.
form. You've let all the worries go away.
So I'm
I
continuing
meditate.
on watch. I'm not really noticing the time. Well, let me do this. Let me do a perception check. And if it's under 10, I don't notice the time. All right, it's a 19. I noticed the time. I'm going to go try and poke Clyde. So I'm going to give him a little like rustle on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, Clyde, hey, are you over meditating? What are you doing, man?"
Do I hear this?
I would assume that's sufficient to
Okay.
wake you up.
I wake up and do I feel groggy? Like
You were snoring, man. This is weird.
I would never do that. People from my clan don't snore.
All right.
Was I snoring?
Yeah, it's all right, man. It's your turn for watch. I gotta go to sleep.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's okay.
I've
I'm
never
gonna
snored
go-
before.
I'm gonna go clonk out.
Non-snorer. All right. So how do you go about your watch? Do you stay within the confines of the dome, or do you find a different vantage point?
I'll probably try and climb a tree where I can see everything in the camp, but also most of kind of the extended area.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to climb up a tree, no problem. You get a good you get a good view of what's going on in the sleeping area. It is quite dark, but with your dark vision, you can see around the encampment pretty well.
Okay. Ooh.
What?
I said cool.
Oh, okay. I said, ooh. I was like, ooh, what? All right, yeah. So, yeah, you're looking down at the camp, and eventually, in the very early morning, Thranton, you are awakened by your alarm spell.
Did my long rest finish? Or would this
I
be
would say
considered a
not quite
short?
yet. Not quite yet, because you ended up staying a little overtime on your watch.
Um, I'll pop up, and I'm laying down close to Naoma. So the first person I'm going to wake is Naoma, and I'm going to say something's at the boats. I'm going to make sure that she's awake, and then I'm going to reach over to Musha Reed next because I don't know Jeff yet, and I don't know if waking Jeff up is going to like disturb this bubble or not, and I don't want us to be seen just yet.
Okay.
If I look out, can I see the boats from here? I have dark vision.
Let's see. I'm gonna say you're not right up on the shore, though. You might be at, like, there's foliage and cover. You can see dark shapes moving around in that direction, but the movement is pretty much all you can perceive.
Okay. Do you think they're hostile? Where's Clyde?
He's probably up in a tree. That's what he normally does. But we have no way to get in contact with him, so we can't do anything about it. So
Can I hear them? I can see them, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think you can.
Can I not
Jeff,
see
please
in the
refresh
dome?
me on the nature of Leoman's tiny hut.
It's a dome of force, not actually solid, but it can. Let's see.
last I knew
The
it was a
dome
one-way mirror. You could see out but not in.
Yeah, it is. The wording is it is opaque from the outside, any color of my choice, but it is transparent from the inside.
Okay, so you can just see
Oh.
an igloo.
I
Little
see an
dome.
igloo.
Just a brown dome, dirt-colored dome.
A yurt.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Magical yurt.
basically. Yeah. It's the best. It's the best description of this I've ever heard. In all honesty.
Jeff's magical yurt.
All right, rename the spell.
Doing it.
We're doing it. Yep, we're doing it.
Yep.
Change all the books.
Jeff's magical yurt.
No,
Jeff's yogurt.
that's a different spell. We're not talking about that spell right now.
But we could. You start. Let's see, Thranton. You start to hear the splashing of water from that direction.
Okay, I'm really pushing Musharib to get up now.
Okay. All right. Musharib stands up and says, "What do you need?"
There's something triggering my alarm spell at
Whoa.
the.
It's all good.
There's something triggering my alarm spell at the at the boats, and I can hear a splashing nearby. I'm not sure if it's friendly or not, but we should probably go take a look.
Sure. All right. He steps out of the hut and waits for you to follow.
I'm going to wake up Jeff as well, and I'm going to tell him what we're doing. But I'm going to tell him to sort of chill here for a second, keep an eye on things, and if he sees something going down, to come chasing after us, because we don't want to necessarily break the bubble again. So may want to hang back for a second. Naomi, do you want to come with, or do you want to wait here?
Yeah, I'm following Mushari out.
Okay. All right, so the three of us will walk around to go to the boats.
All right, Clyde, you see the party exit the yurt. Move in the direction of the boats.
Then I will hop down and join them.
Okay. As you get closer to the boats, there is a scrambling sound. You hear foliage rustling, and you hear feet on the ground and the clanking of metal implements of some kind.
Is it something that's like running away?
It seems like maybe something's taken cover.
Do all of us hear this?
Yes.
I stealth.
All right. Roll the stealth.
Oh. I rolled a 1.
All right.
Oh, it happened.
15 for you. That's all right. So, Clyde, as you go to stealth, you go to jump into one of the bushes and get good and hidden in the dark here, and something pokes at your side as you kind of settle in, and you realize that you are sitting hip to hip with a goblin with a large wooden mask.
I'll wave to it.
It stares at you, deadpan, or at least you feel like it's staring at you from the other side of the mask. And very slowly, it picks up its it's holding its spear, and very slowly it backs off from you.
Where are you going?
Everybody else, you see a goblin back out of the bush that Clyde jumped into.
Clyde, how did you turn into a goblin?
That's not me.
The goblin shrugs.
And I'll stand up.
Oh. Wait, is it this one?
Grab him.
Okay, I'll go to grapple him.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna have everyone roll for initiative, and Thornton roll for grapple.
Okay, so first will be initiative.
You want me to?
Oh wait, and we get +4.
You are next to me, Clyde. Are you within 10 feet of me?
I don't know. Am I?
How far into the bushes did you go?
I don't think I got very far before I ran into Goblin.
Okay.
I'm gonna say yes.
All right, so then yes, both of you will get +5 to initiative. So I have a 23 to initiative.
I have a 26.
Wait, I got a what to my? How much?
+5.
18.
Okay.
Am I in on this initiative or no?
That depends on what Jeff does, as he I don't know. Yeah, actually, Jeff doesn't have night vision, does he?
Jeff does not. Jeff is just a vanilla human. So,
just a guy.
Yeah.
Just a guy.
Just a dude.
I'm just a little guy. So yeah. You hear the rustling over by the water. But you can't see much of what's going on.
Okay. And how long has the night gone on, or has Jeff gotten a long rest? Because Jeff's just been asleep the whole time.
Yeah, Jeff's managed it.
Okay. So, all right. So I guess so yeah, so I can't see much, so I guess I'll just park in the here in the yurt. Just be like, I just hear leaves. Sounds like they got it. Sounds like they got it.
All right.
They look capable.
All right, Thranton, what was the result of your grapple?
Grapple, I am going to do right now, and it is a 10.
All right.
Something tells me it could have been better than that.
Well, let me pull up the stats real quick.
You want to talk smack? I roll one of those
No,
stats.
I'm talking smack against D&D Beyond right now for flubbing all our rolls.
Naoma got a friggin' 21 on her initiative, so maybe it's
Ready to
26
go.
maybe
26 with Thranton's.
yeah.
I haven't rolled above a 5 so far.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, you swing out with your trunk to grapple this thing. It's very nimble. He hops back and levels his spear and gets ready to fight you.
Okay.
It's Naoma's turn. Oh, sorry.
And I'll sort of like I'll just comment to be like, isn't this one of the goblins that tugged us? I recognize this mask, don't I?
It's an elephant mask, yeah.
Yeah. I recognize these guys. Why would they help us and then turn on us? That's weird.
They know we have more money.
No, you have more money.
Take you down for your boats.
I don't have a ton of money.
All right, Naoma, what do you do?
All right. So seeing the goblin hop back from Thranton, I'm going to cast Suggestion on it.
Okay.
It's a Wisdom save of 16.
Okay.
And I'd just be like, you will drop your spear, tell us who you are, why you're here, and how many friends you have with you.
Okay. All right, what was the save again? Wisdom?
Wisdom, 16.
It does not beat it. He made a good roll, but he didn't get it.
Just beat it.
All right, so the goblin drops the spear. He backs away a little bit more. It says, "Hey, they call me Tusk. I'm from the I'm one of the Batiri. This is our turf, as you might know. We met earlier. We just thought it would be nice to have a boat since you have two."
And how many of you are there?
He snaps his fingers, and two more goblins. One with a bird mask of some kind, and one with some kind of like lemur mask. They emerge from the brush.
Only 3?
That's our group.
All right. That's my action. I don't have any bonus actions to do.
Okay. Thranton, it's your turn.
Let's see.
Snap a neck.
Are all 3 of them armed? Sorry.
Each of them holds a spear,
The one we're talking to dropped his, so
Yes.
except for that one who dropped his.
yeah. I'm gonna. Can I bonus action to make like a shout with my trunk, like a little trumpet to alert Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know it's not like an official bonus action, but I'll bonus action to yell to Jeff essentially with like a trumpet warning, just to alert him that something is going on. Like it, I don't want it to sound like we're in dire straits, but just like a hoo. So, something's going on. Skeet up!
Okay.
Jeff, you hear the
Perfect.
call.
Okay.
You get the call.
You answer the call.
Well, Jeff's got a history of not fully understanding signals that weren't fully described ahead of time.
This means
What could
this
he
means
mean?
flaming hands.
So I just kind of hear I just kind of hear just an elephant trumpet. Right? Like there's not
Mhm.
actually any yelling.
There's
or
no
words
wording
with
behind it,
yeah.
just like a tweet.
Okay. Tooty toot toot tooty toot toot. I will. I'll come out of the dome. The dome will just dissipate behind me. And walk towards the trumpeting.
Okay. All right.
And then, as like my official action, can I try and tell the other two goblins to drop their weapons?
Yes. Do you want to roll an intimidate?
Yeah.
Or yeah, how do you want to do?
How
do you want to convince them?
It'd be an intimidate.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, all right, Lemur Boy and Bird Boy, I'm gonna need you two to also drop your weapons, or else things will get really squishy here. And I think you guys can figure out what I mean by that. And I'm gonna roll a 3 for a total of a 10.
You could see their masks tilt as they tilt their heads, and they do not drop their spears.
All right, fair enough. Then I will, after like a beat or two of them not doing what I asked, I'll just be like, all right, and I'll grab my hammer and I'll grab my shield and be like, all right, let's do this. And that'll be it for my turn.
Okay.
So you released him?
I never got the grapple. I missed him.
Oh.
Because as you said, D&D Beyond has not been friendly.
Yeah, it's a real butthole.
Kicking the giblets.
Okay. All right.
Kicking
So the goblin with the elephant mask continues to stand in place with his spear on the ground. He doesn't move, but the other two start to move in on the group, but it's fairly clear that they don't want to attack. They don't have the confidence to attack. Whoa.
We're good.
There he is. Okay, good. Good.
We're good.
It's
Scared
just
there.
your head.
It's just yeah.
Howdy ho, good neighbor. Okay, all right. So the one goblin stands there. The other two, you can see them kind of look over their shoulders at the one that's standing there and just kind of like looking for him to join the charge, but he isn't. They're very confused by this. And as they do that, Musharib actually walks out and he holds his hands up. He doesn't have any weapons in his hands. And he says, we can do this. We can do this peacefully. We just need to finish our night sleep and we'll be out of your land. We already paid you for the passage through your toll. I would think that should be sufficient. We don't need to go taking boats here. I don't think that's necessary. The other two goblins just kind of shrug and look at each other and then look back at the other one who's still just standing there. And that brings us to Jeff's turn. Jeff, you arrive.
Okay, I arrive, and what's the stance I'm seeing from the three goblins after Musharib's?
You have one goblin just standing upright and looking at the group. Two goblins that are ready to go into attack formation, but not sure if they should. Kind of looking over their shoulders. You can't see their faces because they got masks, but their body language really indicates that, like, well, what are we doing? That is the question. And Musharib still has his hands up and trying to be disarming. As you leave the yurt goes poof, disappears.
Yep. And how far away am I from the nearest gobbo?
You're able to close in to. You can get. Well, let's see. You have to dash to get over to the shore.
Okay.
But you can, if you do dash, you can get right up in right up in their business if you want to.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just walk. I'll just do my normal move. And just sort of end up. I'd like to sort of position myself, if I could, like sort of next to or sort of behind where the goblins are standing. Yeah, I'll hold an action there. I'll just stand there and just look like I'm ready to get in the way of any sort of foolishness, and wait.
Okay.
If one of them does decide, if they do decide to be foolish about this, I'll hold the action to attack.
Okay. All right, and that brings us back up to Naoma.
I'll look at the one.
Did Clyde go?
No, Clyde doesn't get a turn. Yeah, Clyde, go. What's
Oh,
up? So yeah, okay. You went to the bush. You came out of the bush. I totally skipped your turn. I'm sorry.
okay. Are there any fruits or leaves around?
Fruits or leaves? Give me a nature check.
Okay.
Really get up in that nature and see what you got to work with.
Can I use survival instead?
Yes.
Okay. 16.
You find
I rolled
both
a
leaves
3.
and berries. There's a bush that contains both.
Okay.
The very bush you were in.
So I'm going to. I've pulled out my swords. I'm going to throw like a branch in the air, and I want to just like cut it up into tiny pieces in front of them to try and intimidate the goblins from not attacking.
Okay.
So do you want me to do an attack or a dex or intimidate?
That feels like an acrobatics. That's a feat of acrobatics, I think.
Okay, I can do that.
Give me one of those.
Yes, thank you, D&D Beyond. 31.
Nice. Okay. on top of that, give me a performance check.
They never stood a chance.
Yeah, that branch is effed. Okay. My performance is a 5, but my acrobatics is a 31.
You do this flawlessly, but like in the most like deadpan kind of soulless way. Like there's just no expression on your face. You just kind of Julienne this thing in the air and the goblins, you can see their masks move up and down as they follow the motion of the stick, but they don't say anything.
All right, after I finish, I'm just gonna look at them and say run.
Okay. The first goblin, the one with the elephant mask, to this says, "You got to leave our territory." And now it's Naoma's turn.
Well, I'm sure we can agree that it's okay for us to stay here and sleep the night and finish out, and we'll leave in the morning. I believe he's still under suggestion. How does suggestion work?
With suggestion, he follows the
Limited
he
to
follows
a
the
sentence
suggestion
or
to the
two.
best of his ability.
Oh, it's only the
Yep.
initial suggestion.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a sustained charm effect.
Okay. I'll cast it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got another spell slot.
All right.
Wisdom save at
what is it
16.
again? Another good roll, but he doesn't do it. He looks agreeable. What do you got?
Well, I'm sure you could agree that it's okay for us to finish our rest here, the couple hours we have left, and then we will head out first thing in the morning.
He plants his feet into the ground and then takes a stride towards you. Spear's still on the ground. He walks over his spear to do this. And gets right up in your grill, like looking up into your face through the mask, and says, "Yeah, that sounds good."
Perfect.
Turns on his heel, snaps his fingers, and the two other goblins follow as they leave into the jungle, into the darkness.
See, it wasn't that bad. Although we should probably pull the boats closer in case they try that again.
One of the boats you see is starting to kind of get swept away by the water.
I'll run and jump into it.
All right,
And-
when you jump into it, it flies across the water from the inertia and kind of starts spinning around a little bit in a gentle whirlpool.
Okay, I'll start rowing it back to the shore.
All right, you get it back to the shore. Mushri shrugs and says, "Yeah, sometimes the goblins are a little territorial, but we should be fine for the rest of the night."
I think they seemed plenty agreeable with a little persuasion.
Yeah, they can be reasoned with. Mushri totally doesn't understand that was a spell. It's like, yeah, good job. Yeah, just pure charisma.
I would have killed
All right,
them.
so back to the bubble. I'm still kind of tired.
Yes.
And I'll turn around and start heading back to where the bubble was.
Yep. Yeah, Mushrib kind of he looks around and kind of cautiously moves in the middle of the group as you make your way back to the camp area. And what I'm going to need is who's leading the group? Sorry, what's your marching order back to the camp area?
I'd be watching our back, so I'd be the last one to go.
I guess I'm probably in front.
Okay. Musharib, I'll say Musharib's in front of Thran. Clyde, are you just kind of stealthing your way back?
Yeah, kind of like checking the brush, see if there's anything else or anyone else keeping an eye on us, I guess.
Okay. And what do Jeffs do?
Jeff just walks with the group, trying to keep everybody within eye line because he can't friggin' see in the dark.
Okay, what's his marching order? Where does he?
Just somewhere in the middle, probably maybe next to Mushari, maybe.
Ahead of. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you walk back towards camp, and what I'm going to need is a perception roll from all of you.
Big money, not whammies.
Another 2.
Sniffing out the
15.
situation, and I rolled a 2 and an 11. So how about a 12?
Okay.
An 8.
Okay.
19.
D&D Beyond can go straight to hell right now.
Ah,
I'm down with D&D Beyond. I got a 19 with my eyes.
I'm gonna rain on your parade because you don't have dark vision. Do that at disadvantage.
Son of a bitch. All right.
You can see the area around you really, really well.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
you have hyper awareness of every leaf you step on.
Yeah, and to reflect this, the new roll is now a 6.
Yeah, wear your glasses, Jeff. Get your goddamn glasses.
I was like, fucking.
All right. So, Naoma, I need you to make me a. Oh gosh, what's the save? I can make you. Yeah, it's a save. It's happening. Yeah, give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. This should be fine. 27.
Okay. All right. You. There is a. On one of your footfalls, one time your foot hits the ground, you feel a little warmth there, and like coming up through your shoe, but nothing else happens.
Stepped in poop?
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a look down at the ground and be like, "There's anyone? Is the ground warm for anyone else?"
I'm wearing boots, so wouldn't know.
I'm not wearing boots, so is it warm for me with my 12 perception?
Where you're currently standing, no.
Everything's fine for me.
There's a warm spot over here. Just maybe try to walk around it a little bit. And
Did you
head
pee
back
on the
to
ground
camp.
again?
I don't pee.
Oh,
And actually,
Period.
What even is Clyde?
I will. Is there like any like branches or grass or like a little shrub or something nearby where I stepped that was warm?
No, it's fairly open in this space.
Okay, never mind then. I was going to try to cast light on something to mark where it was for everyone else. But if there's nothing around.
Oh yeah, as
then-
far as you can find pebbles. Yeah, there's like pebbles and stuff on the ground. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll reach down and like find a small rock and cast a light on it and just like put it in the area that was kind of warmish,
Okay.
just as a signal, like avoid. If you can see the light, just walk around it, and then continue back towards the camp.
Does that light, like, reveal anything?
The ground. You can see the ground, and there's a pretty significant leaf cover on the ground.
Yeah, so it's a 20-foot radius of dim light. Or no, holy cow, it's way brighter than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's a beacon up into the sky.
Yeah, so it is bright light in a 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay.
I thought it was a 5-foot. Yeah,
All
this
right,
is very
yeah,
big.
that thoroughly illuminates the ground and reveals all of the many leaves on the ground and other detritus or whatever there is. As everyone continues to walk over this thing, I'm gonna need.
Well, I told
Yeah.
everybody to avoid the like bright light area.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Jeff, tell me how you negotiate this.
Well, being told I should avoid the bright light area, I will make a 20-foot circuit all the way around.
Okay.
just walk in an arc, just all the way around the rim of the light, like where it seems to get a little dimmer.
All right. Roll me a d20.
A D20. Let's see.
Yes.
12.
All right. And roll me a D100.
Oh Jesus! All right. 2. Just 2.
All right. You also feel warmth beneath your feet, and you begin to levitate off of the ground. 6 inches up in the air. You feel your feet just leave the ground. They lose contact.
They're still warm?
No.
I'm gonna say,
Huh.
wow, Jeff, you really do have a lot of abilities. You're really impressive.
Thank you. I am. I don't know. This ain't me though.
Oh, never mind.
I'm just gonna. What? Like, cause everybody else. Okay, so Thratton saw it. Everybody else see this? This is,
I'll turn around and look.
He's
Yeah, do we-
levitating.
Can I move? Like, can I still continue walking, or can I try and levitate higher?
You you try to walk, and you do like a moonwalking thing. You don't actually make any like. There's no. Yep.
Okay.
There's no friction there. There's no physics going on there that will help you move forward.
Can I cast Detect Magic
Yes.
on that?
How are you casting it? Where are you casting it?
I'm casting it around Jeff. So for the duration, you sense the presence. Oh, I have to be within it. So I'll walk closer to Jeff. So he's within 30 feet of me, and then cast Detect Magic. I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me. If I sense magic in this way, I can use an action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And I can learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay. All right. I'm not good at schools of magic because I didn't go to college for that. But what I can tell you is that you sense magic.
But I can't see where it's coming from.
Are you going to use your action to see where it's coming from?
I will do that. Yes.
Your non-initiative action. Okay, great. What you see is there is a line of light that emanates from beneath the leaf cover, from where Jeff is standing out towards the rest of the group.
Everyone stop.
Hammer time.
There's some stop. Magic time. There's something under the leaf cover here that's causing this. I don't know what it is, but let me try. Yeah, I'm going to cast a spell magic.
Okay.
On it at 3rd level.
Okay.
3rd level.
Let's take a quick look at how that works. All
right. So any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Any spell 4th level or higher, I have to make an ability check.
Okay. So what happens when you do this is that the section of the probably about a 1 foot section of this line that you see across the ground stops glowing. But the rest of the glowing line remains beneath the leaves.
Interesting.
So am I still floating?
You're still floating.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, that would probably stop you floating, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Let's see. Well, it is a magical. It was caused by magic, but does it continue to be magic? Yeah, actually, you drop to the ground.
It's kind of like.
Yep.
Huh.
There's something here that's causing this. I don't know what it is, though.
I am so curious. You know what? And I'm just going to walk into another one of those lines.
All right.
Well,
All right. You.
It's just me that can see them. But
Are you
yeah,
sure?
I'll point out, and maybe that's
I don't know.
how detect
Okay.
magic
Yeah,
works.
I would say it's safe to say that Naoma was like, "There's a line here," kind of
Yeah,
just to rough
okay.
it. Yeah.
All right.
All right. As you walk the line, I need you to make me another D20 roll.
Okay. Let's see. 9.
Okay. And another D100 roll.
Alrighty.
Oh no. Is this where we lose our new party member?
Maybe.
Yes.
That'd be fine.
This is 94.
Demon wings.
Wings.
Veto. I will have to chop them off.
Jeff spawns demon wings on Clyde. Wow.
What?
Actually, so what happens here is
If this happens,
you feel pretty good and you feel pretty magical and you feel like you have an extra amount of magicalness for the rest of this day. You gain 2 spell slots at your highest level, or your second highest level, sorry, for the rest of the day.
Like 2 extra ones?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit. Alright. Cool.
It's a nice warm feeling, but not a damp kind of warm, because that's what the rest of the air feels like.
Okay. Like, huh. Alright. I think it may still be too early to make any definitive choices, assumptions, but 2 for 2, this ain't half bad. Like a minor inconvenience, and I feel good. I feel juiced.
I'm gonna shoot Thrant a look, just like, what?
He looks juiced. Jeff looks juiced. I don't know. Threaten probably doesn't.
Well, not
And
knowing what this is.
How many more of these lines are there?
So it's a long continuous line.
Okay.
At least that's what Naoma saw.
Can I go and like brush the leaves off the spot that like disappeared when I dispelled it?
Yes.
Are there any markings on the ground?
Oh no, Sean.
Nope. Sean crashed.
Oh no,
yeah.
we're broken.
Let's see. Oh, it's gonna
Do the broken interface dance.
It's gonna do the broken interface. Oh, you know what? I know what it's doing. I think I can. Wait, no, we're
Wait,
getting them back. We're getting them back.
Oh,
we don't even need to worry about it.
Yeah,
back.
Nothing is wrong.
that's a thing I'm gonna fix.
Everything is fine.
Everything
Nothing is
fine.
ruined.
Nothing is
Very-
ruined
very
except this layout. There we go. That almost fixed. That
I am
almost fixed
Arc
it.
now.
You are Arc now. Look at me. I am the Arc now.
Oh, now
no.
Tom's the DM.
Yeah, I know.
Oh
It's
no,
awful.
no, that Ian's Thrant.
Welcome
Yeah.
to my world.
Yeah, hate it.
I eject myself from this world.
Yep. There we go.
I mean, Jeff's not half bad to play.
There. Yeah, no, Jeff's
Oh, no, I'm Jeff.
Jeff's an OP murder machine. Just so.
That seems cool.
Oof. Okay,
Okay.
well,
Fixed.
okay. What was it? So Naoma looks at the ground, and the
I
ground
think
beneath.
I'm still Arc
No. Yes.
Oh, you're
looking at
good.
the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
Ark and Naoma.
Yes. There we
Yeah,
go. You are Arc. Enjoy it.
Arcanema.
I mean, I'm not complaining. Just
Just here you are.
yeah.
It appears that you're complaining.
We did it.
No problems.
All right.
No problems
There were
here.
no problems.
Okay, good
Yeah.
night, everyone. No, all right. So yes, I was looking at the ground. You brush some of the leaves away, some of the foliage, to see what's going on here. And what you notice in the area that Jeff has already stepped on is a bunch of nothing.
Jeff, I know that you're feeling good right now.
Super good.
Na, 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 na.
But this
So
makes
good.
me really
Yeah, he
nervous.
would.
So good. I got magic. Boo, boo, boo,
Bum, bum,
boo.
bum, bum.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if we should risk this too much. Oh my God,
Oh,
Brandon,
we
no.
lost him again. Okay, it's okay. I've got,
We gotta go to B mode.
yep, at least in the short term, I've got B mode fixed, so it's sort of okay.
Broke B mode.
Well, it was broken, then I kind of fixed it, so we're working on it.
Now you're getting eaten by the logo.
Yeah,
It's back.
we're working on it.
Oh,
You back?
oh,
All
Oh.
right.
back.
Okay.
That was never a problem.
There was never a problem. I'm
There's
not.
never a problem. Everything is fine.
I
Everything
quit.
is-
I
every-
quit.
Everything is good and fine, and we're just gonna keep it on this for a moment.
Just one moment.
just keep going. Just keep going.
Mhm.
It's gonna take me longer to fix it than to just keep going. So
Okay, so yes, Naoma has found a whole lot of nothing, and Jeff feels pretty good. And
Yeah, I don't think we should gamble with this. Not knowing what it'll do, this could end very poorly. I don't really understand what's happening here. It's kind of beyond my scope of understanding.
I mean, it doesn't seem to be a negative effect, so should be fine.
So,
yeah,
so far,
where does this line just like extend off into the distance?
I think Naoma, your detect magic spell, does it have a radius?
detect magic has a radius. I think it's, where is it? Come on. Detect magic has a radius of 30 feet.
You noticed that you could see the end of the line when it was lit up, just beyond where Jeff was standing. But the other side of it, it seems like it goes outside the bounds of that. It appears to cross this clearing you're walking through to get back to the camp.
But we didn't cross it going to the goblins.
Right.
Interesting. I don't know if this is new or not. I mean, we didn't trigger it before. We've walked this ground previously.
Is this something Jeff did with the bubble?
I don't know, Jeff. Was it? Is this a side effect of that bubble?
This really shouldn't be. No. No. The bubble is just a dome, and it dissipated and the spell ended when I left it. So I got no idea what this one is, but I
Okay.
like it.
So I'm going to stand at the end of where I think it is, of where it was just past where Jeff was, and be like, all right, if you go around me, we should be okay.
I mean, if you want, I'll just keep on. I'll just keep marching through these things if you want.
I mean, I don't really want that, but I can't stop you. I guess I could. If I really needed to, I could stop you. Nope, I can't. No more spell slots for suggestion.
Nice. All right. Well. All right. Yeah, that's fine then. Yeah, and I'll just walk around Naoma then, just like. Might revisit this in the morning. See, I'll remember this spot.
Okay. How does everyone else pass through this space?
And I stealth through it.
Do you
Stealth my way through the magic.
do you do you move through the space, the spot that Naoma's indicated?
No, I'll
No.
avoid it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are you avoiding the magic or the spot that I said to go through?
Oh, the magic spot. Sorry.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm going to avoid the magic spot. I'm just going to try and like dash through it. Maybe jump through the air across it.
Okay, all right. You dash on through and you jump through the air and nothing happens.
I did it.
Except you look cool.
I look super cool. Did you see how cool I looked?
That was pretty impressive. I couldn't do that.
10 out of 10. Perfect. 5 out of 7.
Perfect.
That's why the goblins don't want to mess with me.
I'll walk over to where Naoma's been pointing, and I'll walk through that spot.
Okay. All right. Nothing happens there either. As you continue on to the place where the yurt was, you find a small piece of parchment on the ground.
I'm gonna cast light on my shield and turn on my flashlight.
Okay.
And then I'll have it be a red color, sort of protect our night vision a little bit, and then I'll point it at the new light that we see here, or the new parchment that we see here.
Okay. The parchment is it's rolled up tightly in a scroll kind of formation.
As we get closer to it, hold on. Someone is clearly messing with us. Let me make sure that's not going to like blow up when we touch it or something. And I'll cast Detect Magic again, like on the scroll area around the scroll.
Nothing glows this time.
All right. Well, it's not magic. I guess I'll pick it up and unroll it and see what it says.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on you and make sure nothing happens.
Okay. You untie the red ribbon that's keeping it closed, and the scroll seems to bounce open on its own, like it's weighted or something. Like there's a like there's some kind of mechanic that just makes it do this at the opportune time, and it simply says in small calligraphy, centered in the middle of the paper, leave. And with that, we're going to go on break. Heed that warning. Leave on break. We'll be back.
My God.
With levers.
Maybe.
Leave where? The call? I can leave the call.
Bye.
Oh, don't do it. You're going to
Bye,
miss the
Tom.
stream again.
Don't
No. All right. Yeah. We'll see you on the other end of break, or taking 5 or 10. Thanks for joining us.
Yay.
BRB.
Herb.
Verb. Hello and welcome back to the stream. We have returned from our breaks. I think we're all accounted for. That's good.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
All right. So where we left off, found a weird magical line, and Jeff decided to walk on it and received some strange effects when he did so.
Feel good. Feel right.
And he feels pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Good
He
reviews.
would.
Mhm.
The reviews are in and they're good, but everybody else seems cautious. When you arrived back to the spot where the yurt was, Jeff's magical yurt, you found a note that said a single word on it.
Leaf. Let's talk about all
Yes.
the leaves on the ground.
I threw it on the ground.
You know, it's pretty careless of them to litter like this, especially when their note just says leave. Like they could have just said that, or maybe used a smaller piece of paper. Like this is a lot of paper just for one word.
Well, and like they just said leave and then left. Like, what was the point of writing
Yeah.
a note at all?
We didn't even know they were here. But really, looking at the writing, there's very little chance I recognize this. Do I recognize it?
You do not.
Okay. Musharib, have you ever heard of people in the jungle getting notes like this that say leave?
Not this specifically. No, this is you got a special thing going on here, whatever it is. What I think it probably is that I think maybe some people have some conflicting opinions about. It could be that someone's trying to guard a treasure of some kind or some kind of location, maybe you're too close to something. An omen for sure.
Hmm.
Nah, couldn't be.
I'll look around at the group and be like, so the goblins gave us till morning. Do we just want to leave? I don't think any of us, except for Clyde, got a full night's sleep in.
I did.
Yeah, you and Jeff should be fine. I should be the only one who should be in.
Oh, did I?
Thornton's feeling sleepy. Everyone else is feeling rested.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and I can deal if we need to move, but I'm not worried about anybody who's just sitting here trying to mess with us. Like whoever it is, they can come at us. I'm not scared.
Ain't scared.
Not scared.
Oh, I used so many spell slots thinking my stuff had not reset yet. Oh well.
Turn 2 suggestions early in the morning. I don't know what the economy of that is like for you, but I know that as a warlock, that's like a once a week spell.
It's a bad day. Yeah.
That's like, yeah, that's the special spell you bring out when you have guests.
That's
Press them.
yeah, I can do 3 of those a day, but then I lose also a bunch of other spells. Okay, well, that's a thing that has happened. So
Sleep all day. What could possibly go wrong?
I guess we get going.
we
Right?
leaving? Like, still dark, right?
It's early dawn now.
Okay. Oh, I mean, I'm fine with heading out if everybody else is.
Yeah, I mean, we might
Sure.
as well. We're all here. We're all awake. Let's just get an early start on the day.
Yeah,
Sure,
let's
nods.
do it.
All right.
Pack up the boats and get going.
Yeah. Musharib nods and starts to walk towards the boats. As you arrive back at the location of the boats, there is a group of individuals standing there and staring you down.
Oh, sorry.
One
As
of-
we're walking back to the boats, I'm going to cast Aid on everybody but Musharib.
Okay.
But I'm going to do it at 4th level because that's where I have the spell slot. So everyone gets 15 max HP and current HP.
Musharib sheds a single tear.
Sorry, bud. I can only target 3 people.
So the group that you see before you, there's a guy in the middle who he looks fairly rugged. He has some like nice like shoulder plate armor with like leather accents and but it's a mishmash. Like it seems like all of these pieces came from different sources, but they're all fine pieces of armor. He's got his arms crossed, like he's showing off that he can still do that. and he's got a ragtag crew with him. And he says, well, the conspirators are back to their boats.
Conspirators?
Conspirators? What are you talking about?
Is this the guy from yesterday?
Is this Dave Fist?
It's not Dave Fist.
Okay.
No, it's a different guy.
The flaming fist hand people? Is this them? Flaming lips.
Nope. Flaming lips. Me, Wayne Coyne. I am here.
I'll approach them and be like, I'm sorry, but who are you?
He says, my name's Wolf Rygor. I am a I was just gonna be like, I am a half-elf scout. He's a half-elf. He says, I'm a scout who from Camp Vengeance. And I heard that you were conspiring with the goblins. And we can't have that.
Thank you, buddy. It's been a long week in this jungle, and I have not laughed in a long time. I really needed that. Thank you. You are the best. Man, just good stuff. Good stuff, buddy.
This is serious. We're gonna take you to Fort Vengeance and Camp Vengeance, wherever I'm from. We're gonna take you to Camp Vengeance, and and you can choose whether you come quietly or not.
Well, see, that's interesting.
Either way, you're going.
We want to go to Camp Vengeance. That's where we've been on our way to. So that's very nice of you to bring us there. You're not gonna take us by force, though. That's not in the cards. Not happening.
I pull my swords out.
We will, Clyde. We will. I'm Arcaneoma. Commander Quell might have told someone over there that we were coming. He has sent us out to reclaim an artifact from the city of Omu. We'd be happy to go with you without any violence.
Raises an eyebrow. Where did you hear that name?
From him. He met us in El Terrell and then brought us here.
Fascinating. Yes, come with us. And his crew of dudes circles around you like a bunch of wolves, and that they don't move in towards you. They just kind of seem to be trying to make sure that you move through the jungle with them.
And I'll repeat and I'll say again, we'll come with you, but you're going to have to play a little bit more friendly because I don't want to have to get frustrated with this situation.
Oh, you haven't seen Unfriendly yet. You will know if it comes down to that.
I'm sorry, is it possible for us to take our boats with us?
You don't need boats where we're going.
No, we do, though, because, see, we're going further past Camp Vengeance. We need to go upriver, and we need those boats to do it.
Just over the table, I still have the two
Yeah,
foldable boats. Okay.
I'm aware, but they don't know that necessarily.
Okay.
It's faster to get there by land. If you would like to carry your boats through the jungle, be my guest.
I mean, oh, well, I mean, if you're going to bring us over land, I mean, I imagine you could use a couple of your strapping young men to carry them for us since you're being so kind to bring us there.
That's not how this works.
I'm sure Quell is going to be very upset that you are causing us to lose our supplies. Well, I guess we'll take that up with him when we get to Camp Vengeance.
I suppose you will. He doesn't seem to be genuinely doesn't seem to be fazed by that. And the group starts to move along a path.
How many of them are there?
Let's see. He has brought a squad of there are 8 others.
8.
I like your sons.
Hey, leader guy, what's your name again?
Wolf Rygar.
Hey, Wolf guy. How far to Camp Vengeance?
We got a couple more miles through the jungle to go.
I didn't say how long. I said how far.
Wait, what?
he looks puzzled for a moment, froze his brow.
Even
Myself.
Naoma's
12
like, what?
parsecs.
While they seem confused, I try and stealth.
Yeah, was
Okay.
19.
And yeah, Jeff's like, I mean, I know I'm not from around here, so I don't know all of the measurement conventions, but miles are not time here, right?
No.
I'll lean over to Jeff. No.
Okay.
What I'm asking is how long is it going to take us to get there?
It'll take us a good part of the day.
Could you be more specific, or are you just going to continue to be abstract about it?
It's best not to. You gotta manage expectations in the jungle here, and unfortunately, the jungle does what it wants. If we're going to proceed safely, and we are, we'll take all the time we need. It won't take more than a day.
Okay. Clyde, did you actually stealth?
I rolled a 19.
But you've got eyes on you, so you're able to jump into some foliage, but you hear the voice of one of the other guys in the group just say, I saw you, please come out.
I don't come out.
One of the guys approaches you. He's a lanky human with a pair of shackles, and he says, "Don't make us do this the hard way."
Clyde, these men were kind enough to come out, and even though they're a little confused about what we're doing here, escort us to where we're trying to go. So,
yeah. Speaking of confused, why do you think that we're working with the goblins? How does that even make sense?
Goblins told us.
I chuckle a little bit. So you trust goblins? Okay. All right. That makes sense.
So there's a little bit of a misunderstanding here. I have some abilities to manipulate how creatures act, and they were going to steal our boats, and I persuaded them not to. It's not that we're conspiring with them. We were just able to come to a mutual agreement, and they left us alone.
The Order of the Gauntlet has eyes all over the world. We know of you. We already know all about you. And we captured a goblin and we found this on them. And he opens his hand and reveals one of the coins from Avernus. This coin isn't from around here. You're the only people around that the goblin could have gotten this from.
So if you know all about us, then you must know that Commander Quell brought us here after we spent a significant amount of time in Avernus. And you must know that we are close friends of the Archangel Zariel.
Zariel doesn't have any sway in the jungle. We answer to Commander Breakbone here.
Jeff will be looking at all of this Avernus and Zarya talk and just be like,
You mean to tell me you went to hell?
You mean to tell me you went to hell and met an angel?
Yeah.
And got paid, apparently?
I don't know about getting paid.
The goblins told us we had to pay a toll when we got here. We're not really working with them. We're just trying not to fight them.
You'll have to tell it to our commander. Come with us.
You're dumb.
No, you.
Clyde. So I'm gonna tell Clyde to stick with me on my left, and I'm gonna have Naoma stick with me on my right, and I'm gonna tell Jeff to stick behind us, because I imagine that these guys are gonna surround us no matter what we do.
Oh, yeah.
And I would like to ready my warding bond spell, and be ready to twin cast it and just tap both of them, both Naoma and Clyde, at a moment's notice. Like, if they seem like they're about to turn on us, I would like to be able to just do that real quick.
Okay. I'll do that.
Additionally, as we're talking with this guy as we're moving, I want to make an insight check to see if they're actually telling the truth about bringing us to Camp Vengeance, or if they have other motives.
Yeah, give me that insight.
That's a 17.
It seems like he's being honest, if not kind of a jerk about it. You also notice that he wears he's got like a half cape going on, and he wears a little Order of the Gauntlet brooch. And you know this symbol from seeing it on Quell.
All right. Yeah, I'm following along. They're going to escort us there and provide us protection on our travel, and surely we can resolve this conflict when we get to the camp.
I'll give a little sarcastic "after you."
And they fall into formation. They do indeed surround you. They create a perimeter, and it looks like a coordinated effort. Like it is actually like it looks kind of military in its execution. The way they surround you, and you walk through the jungle. It's a few hours into your journey that they hear, that you all hear there we go. That you all hear a rustling in the bushes. The soldiers stand at their guard, and they kind of prepare themselves for something and stop walking. a lemur peeks out from the bushes and climbs up a tree, and they let their guard down and continue walking.
Oh, big spooky lemur. Oh.
Wolf speaks up and says, you can't be too vigilant out here. There are undead everywhere.
If you would like me to
Undead
check for you,
goblins.
I can provide. We can check for undead.
Ha, sure. Go ahead.
All right. I will use a Eyes of the Grave to detect any undead within 60 feet of us.
Okay, tell me about that. I have that on another character, but I never get to use it.
Yeah, so as an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and isn't protected from divination magic.
Okay.
I can use it 5 times per long rest.
Okay. You actually notice there's quite a few pings all around.
So I will turn and be like, there's one, and I'll just like point to each one as I notice it.
Yeah.
Be like, that's all the undead within 60 feet of us. There's quite a few of them.
He says, yeah, that's impressive, but like, you really can't throw a stone without hitting one here. He picks up his sword and drops it into the ground, and you see and immediately a pair of skeletal hands rise up from the ground, and go limp. And he takes his sword back and places it into his hilt.
Then why are you making such a big deal of the skeletons if they're everywhere? If you know that they're everywhere, why? You seem really worried about things that are not that big of a deal.
It's all fun and games until they get feisty and want to take over the fortress.
All right. Well, I've shown you where they are currently, so I hope that the experienced jungle travelers and such as yourselves will be able to get us through this without issue.
I'll leave a favorable comment card.
I'm going to lean over to Neoma, and I'm going to say loud enough for them to hear, this guy sucks.
I'm trying to make them friendly to us.
They're dumb.
No, you. Yeah, the trek through the jungle continues. Wolf continues to be a bro. Every once in a while, he'll do a little flourish of his sword to show off a little bit, take out some skeleton that's not actually being a problem.
And every time he does, I'll do like a...
You do notice that in the bright daylight, they're not very active. They're like kind of sluggish.
Wow, super cool.
Every couple hours of us walking, I'll do for like the next 6 or so hours, I'll do another ping of Eyes of the Grave just to see what's around us, and then I'll just be like, there's one there. They're over there.
What you notice about this is that the density does get greater as you continue to move along. Like you find more and more every time, and there's a point where it's just like undead static when you cast it. There are undead everywhere laying dormant.
Well, I hope we're going to move through this area fairly quickly. I'd hate to see what it looks like at night.
That's the plan.
All right, lead the way.
It's dusk when you reach the fortress, and the Camp Vengeance. There's a cleared area in the jungle, and this is notable because the light's brighter here than you've seen all day, even though it's dusk. The tree cover's been cleared. There's a large radius around this mountain of wooden pylons with watchtowers stationed along the top Around this is a
All
moat.
along the watchtower.
All along the watchtower. Around this is a deep moat filled with sharpened wooden pylons. And water has filled it, but it doesn't seem like it was the intention for it to be a watery moat, just because they dug down into the wet soil. And Wolf takes you to the gate, announces himself. The folks at the gate let the gate down, or bring the gate up rather, so you can pass through it. It's made of these large pieces of lumber, and they turn these giant metal gears to open it up. And on the other side of the gate stands another guy in fancy armor. His set is matched and very nice. He proudly wears the symbol of the Order of the Gauntlet. His complexion's very light. He's very sunburned, and he says, "Ah, Wolf, you're back. You've brought friends. What occasion is this?" And Wolf says, "These folks were conspiring with the goblins."
And I'll just.
We're not friends with this guy.
Literally not.
There's been a misunderstanding.
Not even close to what was happening.
This dude sucks.
Guy has no idea what he's talking about.
He
Don't
holds a
listen
hand
to
up.
this man.
The well-armored man holds a hand up and says, "Hello and welcome to Camp Vengeance. I am Commander Niles Breakbone. This is my domain, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Bring them to their rooms."
Point of order. When you say rooms, what kind of rooms are you talking about? Do you mean like rooms that you're going to close and like turn a key and lock us in, or do you mean like a inn, like accommodations? Like what kind of rooms are we talking?
He just smirks and he says, "It's nicer than most of the inns at Port Nyanzaru."
That something about these people that live at Camp Vengeance that just don't want to answer a question, and I don't understand it.
When he says that, I'm going to make an insight check on him.
Okay. What do you want to learn?
Just
Everything.
Yeah, it's a 27. What is it? His intentions? Does he seem like he's wants to harm us or anything? I mean, he's obviously hostile towards us.
He kind of, as he kind of dismisses the group, he turns around and you see him shout out to various groups of soldiers standing at attention, and he says, "Ready the camp for nightfall." And they all take the order. They seem to know the order well. They know what they're going to do, and they disperse to do what they need to. From what you gather, he takes this camp very seriously, and he's got a genuine interest in keeping this particular space safe.
Okay.
All right.
So
Wolf does a little flourish and says, "Right this way."
I'm gonna right. Which way? Which building are we walking towards? Which way are we going?
Come to the stairs.
Are these stairs going up or down?
Then go downstairs.
They're going down? I don't think I'm gonna do that.
All right. You know what? Let's just fucking do it. Like, I think if we wanted to make this a punch our way out sort of situation, I think we can do that at any good old time we want.
I agree.
Locked up or not. I'm not.
I could kill everyone here.
So let's just see where we're at. see how jail celly these look. Because
See,
I
here's
mean,
the thing.
if what Naoma said is right, like it's at least the same group that sent you here. So
It
at
is.
least, like by the time somebody's ready to actually talk to us, like I'm sure something can get arranged.
Let's just hope that someone's willing to talk to us.
Well, I mean, and if they aren't, then we just leave.
Sounds good to me.
That's fair. At the very least, I can send Quell a message and
Why don't we do that first?
well, I need some time to prepare it, so it's not necessarily easy for me to do while walking around.
Okay, but yeah, like like Order of the Gauntlet has captured us. Now what? Seems like a good message.
Yeah,
Want us to kill them all?
Whenever you're ready.
just I need a few minutes to do it. That's all.
All right. If they try to put me in a cell that has a door that locks, this will not end well for them. That's all I'm saying, man. And you know this.
I'm with you.
You know this.
They won't be able to keep us locked up by any means. So we'll be fine. Let's just play along for now. Maybe something good comes out of this.
It'd be nice.
I mean, what good is going to come out of us murdering an entire camp entrance? But okay.
Well, not that. Just
let's call that Plan B.
let's call that Plan C.
Pretty quickly looking like Plan
D.
A, but all right. I'll play along.
I think needs to be a little further down the list than B. But we'll see what happens.
All right, it could be Plan F as long as we skip A through B. It's fine.
Well, I would just make it A again.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then that's not. Again, I don't know if subtle differences in vernacular, but I don't think that's how letters work. I'll look at Wolf, who I'm assuming is still standing there. I'm like, that's not how letters work, right?
No.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Jeff. Let's go, Wolf. Come on.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Wolf guides you to a place. As you walk through the camp, you walk past a set of tents that when you look into them, you see that they house soldiers. Some of them seem to be bunks. You move a little further along, and you pass some more tents, and you can hear people just groaning in agony. They sound very miserable.
Mr. I'm sorry, your last name was Rhaegar? Mr. Rhaegar.
Yes.
Do those people require healing?
I would say they do, but such ability is in short supply around here.
I mean, I'm a meager healer, but I could potentially, help cure their ailments.
Come on,
or help them
Naomi.
out.
You're not the healer around here. I'm the healer. Don't come on.
I mean,
No, I'm the healer.
No, Clyde, stop.
Are we trying to trick them?
No.
Oh.
At talk of this, you hear one of the flaps of the tent open, and a half elf dressed in priestly garb, leather shoulder pads, though still looks ready to fight if necessary. She she walks out. She walks out and says, "The wolf. I'm so sorry. We've lost another one. Wolf sighs and says, "Well, I guess it's just meant to be."
Hey, Wolfie, you need some help defending that wall tonight, there, bud? You want some help?
Our soldiers defend the wall very well. It's the unseen things that tend to be a problem.
Unseen, like what?
Like spooky ghosts?
Yeah, what are you losing these soldiers in arms to?
Yeah, what are you not seeing?
The priest speaks up and she says, we're running into a number of maladies from the jungle. A number of we think that mosquito bites cause some of these folks to become sick. Drinking some of the water around here has been rough. It's just we're in rugged terrain. Where are you from?
So wait. Hold on.
Huh.
Wolf. So you're telling me that you need healing, water, food, protection, all things that we can provide, and you're going to go shove us down in a hole. That's your master plan. That's the thing you're going to do as the leader of this place. You're going to take the one group of people who are massively equipped to do all the things you need, and you're going to shove us in a hole. That's the thing. That's the master plan you have.
Okay. One, I'm not the leader. That's Commander Breakbone.
Okay, bring him over here. Bring him.
No,
Get
one
the
does
guy.
not simply do that. Nope. Two, I don't know you from goblins. How do I know you're not lying?
Why would you believe a goblin?
Yeah, that is an excellent question.
That's the
Right.
thing
Why
that
would I
blows my
believe
mind
you?
the most. Why would you believe a goblin?
Look,
Why would you believe a goblin?
you're lucky we didn't just kill you out there. Just fall in line. That's the best thing you can do here.
I would not be killed by you.
At that, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna be like, all right, hold on. Okay, can we do one thing? Can we do one thing without you freaking out for a second?
At this moment, the priest she stands up straight and looks behind her. She's heard something, and she rushes back into the tent. And Wolf says, "Well, what now?"
Is it
Okay.
just Wolf and her with us currently?
Wolf's posse is behind you.
Okay.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Ready? I'm gonna reach back behind me, and I'm gonna pull out the rain catcher. I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna set it up as big as I can. I'm gonna be like, all right, Naomi, do the thing.
Sorry, what? I was watching the priestess.
He looks skeptical. He's like,
And
"We
I'll
have
point at the
these."
rain catcher. They're like, they said they wanted water. Let's give them water.
Yeah. Do you have sealed containers to put it in?
Sure.
All right, they're not going to do anything until we show them that we can help them. So here's the rain catcher. That's the best they get.
I'm just asking if they have it because, okay.
Yeah, they're not going to.
And then I will create food and water, putting the water into the rain catcher, and then all of the food in a gray pile on the ground.
Jeff looks at
And
this,
I'll
I'm
give
just
like a
like,
little-
you can make it like whole food, right? Like a
Not a slurry.
like a potato.
And I'll just give like a real flourish, like a ta-da.
One of Wolf's guys actually kneels down and takes a scoop of the stuff.
Hold on. And I'll reach into my pocket and I'll salt bay for him real quick.
Yep.
I apologize. The food is fairly flavorless, but I promise you it is 100% nourishment.
It is 100% edible.
He looks unconvinced, but takes a small bite of it, and then his expression lightens a little, and he's like, "Wolf, these are better than the rations that we have.
The doy.
Maybe a little too much salt, but
Wow. Whoa.
What?
All right.
Hey,
listen. Okay.
hold on.
And at this, I'm just going to start walking towards the tent because I'm like, all right, some shit's going down in there. I'm clearly going to go help this out. All right. I'll be right back.
in the tent, you find that the priest is she's looking over a bed with an occupant that is not having a good time. This guy looks very near death, just pale. You could see that she's got her hand on his chest, doing some kind of low-level magic. All around her, there are other soldiers tending to the sick in more conventional ways. She seems to be the only one who can do any kind of magic stuff, but she also kind of looks like she's at the end of a rope. She doesn't have much left.
How many people in beds are there?
In this tent, about 20.
About 20. Okay. I'm gonna start with the person that she's at, but then I'm gonna pick the 5 closest that sort of seem like they're in the roughest shape. And I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing real fast before Wolf can even step in. I'm just like, flap open, walk in, bah!
Okay.
And so
right.
Up to 6 creatures that I can see within a range of 30 feet gain 2d8 plus spellcast modifier. Can I do more if I do a higher spell? No, it's just more spells, more healing. So I'm just going to do the base level in case I want to do this multiple times. So those 6 creatures will all get 16 healing.
All right. That seems to be a lot for them. They actually
6 and 8 and a 2. Or 6, 8, and then spellcast of 2. So that was pretty much the best I could do.
Yeah. They immediately start to look a lot better. The color comes back into their faces. They begin to move a little bit in a manner that is not feeble and sickly. Many of them sit up in bed and they look a little bewildered, like, where am I? What just happened? And the priest just nods and she says, thank you.
And I'm already turning around, preparing for Wolf to be coming through the flap, and I'm like, "Cha!"
And he totally does. Like he comes out. He's got his sword ready. He's like, "What are you doing to our sick?" And he sees your gesture and just kind of defiantly continues towards you in an aggressive fashion until the priest puts her hand up and says, "No, he's helping."
Do you want me to keep helping Wolf? Is that what you want? Is this the thing you want? 2 options.
He doesn't
yes
say
or no?
anything. He just kind of storms off out of the tent back to.
He's gone? All right, cool. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to cast another Prayer of Healing on the next 6 targets that I can.
Okay.
Which will be a 7, 8, and a 2. So 17 healing on the next ones. Jesus.
Again, this group of people looks incredibly improved by your efforts.
And then, so you said there were about 20, so I'll do the last 6. So there'll be 2 that I don't quite get to. And this will be all my spell slots. 6, 4, 2, 12.
Okay. And again, yeah, they these ones seem right as rain. And the priest again thanks you. And she says, yeah, well, thank you. We've been overwhelmed for quite some time, and this lets us focus on some of our other patients.
Yeah, Commander Quell knew who they were sending, so we're happy to help. One sec, and I'll like poke my head out the flap and be like, Naoma, there's 2 left. Come get them.
I'll be right there if you all will let me go.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Or whatever.
Very well. Yeah, and I'll enter the tent. Be like, all right, so who are the two that need healing? And are there any that are suffering from any specific illness that you think healing would not deal with?
The priest says, "There, this is our overflow ward. We have a tent full of more serious cases down the way a little bit."
More serious cases. Worse off than these people?
So actually, Naoma, if you want to go take care of the more serious people, I can take care of the last two here. I didn't know there were more serious people. I thought we were finishing it up.
Yeah, I would have to wait till tomorrow. If any of them are suffering from a poison or an illness or disease of some sort, I'd have to wait till tomorrow. I'm not prepared quite yet to deal with that, but I can definitely offer some healing.
Use suggestion. Tell them to get better.
One person at a time. You will feel better.
Have you considered not being sad?
Now I need to take a nap. Okay, you will feel better.
So okay, yeah, I'll say to Naoma, I'll be like, all right, actually, hold on, let's finish this up, and I'm gonna walk over the last two, and I'll just cast generic cure wounds on both of them. Mm-hmm. 5 healing to one of them and 10 healing to the other, so that way this tent's clear, and then I'll ask the priestess to bring us to the more damaged, the more unhealthy people.
Okay. One of the people that you heal, her hand comes up and grasps onto your elephant mitt, and she just says very quietly, "Thank you." Then releases your hand.
You're welcome. Quell sends his regards.
The priest comes up to both of you and says, "You've been an incredible help here. Thank you so much. I'll bring you to the next ward." And she does. As you pass between the tents, you see Wolf kind of like roll his eyes and tap his foot impatiently.
What's his? I'll turn to the priest. Like, what's his deal?
He's lost a couple of friends recently, and I think this is his way of dealing with it. He and his scout group are very tight knit.
Understood. It's always tough losing someone you're close with.
Yeah. We've been seeing a lot more of that than we'd hope here. Well, here they are. This ward, there isn't any groaning. There's silence. The silence is cut by an occasional, very unhealthy sounding gurgle.
And how many people are here?
This ward actually contains about 40 people.
Holy cow. Okay.
The priest says, it's horrible. If you ask me, we don't have any business here in the jungle, but for whatever reason, the Order of the Gauntlet wants to have a presence here, so here we are.
Well,
No,
Naoma, I say we get to work and do what we can and take care of the most injured, and then we'll have to rest and come back tomorrow. Like, take care of the people who we think might die tonight, and then come back. That's all we can do. Like,
yeah, this is a lot of people. Sorry, I'm just doing a count real quick.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll look at the priest and just be like, I'm sure you got these people triaged, right? Like, who needs it?
Yes, yeah, I can direct you to the ones that need it. Most of the people in here.
I will be tapped out of spells more than second level, but I can I can cover everyone in here tonight.
I was gonna say I can do 26 people.
I think I can do 42 of them.
Okay. Are there any others than what? I'm sorry, priestess. What's your name?
My name is Sister Sias.
Sister Sias. Are there any? Is there anybody else other than what's in here?
No, this is everybody.
Okay. Well, let's start from the top and work our way down, and let's just go from there.
Not long after she says that, a couple of people enter the tent. One is helping the other walk, and she says, I'm so sorry to bring another one in, but and Sister Sias just nods and hustles over to help get this one into a bed.
As they walk in, I'm also gonna hustle over to like try and help them. But as I do, I'm gonna lay on hands for 10 points on this person that's being helped.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and they improve immediately, and he starts to stand on his own, and he says, "Wow, Doc."
And that may not be all of it, but that's enough to get you stable and resting. So you should be able to take care of yourself for the rest of the night. Do you think you can rest?
Yes.
Cool. All right, high five.
High five. Ah.
Nailed it.
All right, so if we split it, I'll take 24 since you've already used a lot of your healing for the day. I'll take 24 of them if you can do the remaining 14.
Yeah, I can math that out. Yeah.
Okay. And then I will cast Mass Healing Word 4 times. Once at 3rd level on the people who are the least, or who are the best off, the least injured. And then twice at 4th level and once at 5th level.
Okay.
For a lot of healing on people.
Okay. As you do this, you see that Sister Saya is also helping out in with the ritual itself. You can feel like there's just kind of a boost in the magical energy that you use to cast this.
Cool. Yeah, so I literally just walk through casting it because it's a bonus action for some reason.
Yeah.
So I'm just like shooting off magic. No, I'm just like walking around, playing a little bit of a song, casting the spell.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can see her. She's kind of kneeling, and she seems to be channeling some energy from like the earth below your feet somehow.
Oh.
Whoa.
So 6 of the targets that I fired at were prayer of healing level 4, which got hit by a 7, 8, 8, 8.
Oh.
Heal them so much they die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it overflows and loops back around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I fired off 2 more prayers of healing. That actually takes a little bit longer than I thought it did. So I take some time to cast those. And then I will cast 2 just straight cure wounds on the last 2 people. So this should cover everybody.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't heal for as much, but I heal a good number of people.
Yeah, we're not getting these people back to fighting order. We're getting them stabilized. That way they can rest the night and hopefully be good to go tomorrow.
Yeah. And I would say I'm also using the like Song of Rest so that anyone can hear my song that I'm playing also would gain like an extra 1d6 hit points.
Okay. Is this the song that you kind of usually play for this?
So this is the first time I've done this, so it's kind of just like a traditional song that I would.
Wonderwall?
Yeah, it's Wonderwall. It's a weird, discordant, dissonant version of Wonderwall.
Excellent.
Oh, it's the one. It's not stereo. It's the one side.
Yeah,
the one side of
yeah.
Wonderwall.
Perfect.
So after all of these shenanigans, I'll meet Naoma back in the middle of the room, and I'll just be like, "Yeah, high five. I'm tired.
Yeah, I could use a rest.
Let's go get locked in a prison cell."
While this is happening outside, I'm just kind of standing there with the scout squad. I'll just like look at a guy, just like, no, and I'll just look at a guy and just be like, so I think this is gonna take a minute. This is like right
How
after you
often?
guys go into the second tent, and I was like, you want to arm wrestle or something?
He turns to look at you and says, "Sure."
All right. Like just look around, like find a table or something to use, and we'll just like, all right,
All right, roll me a d20.
a d20,
Yeah.
not even like a strength check or anything like that.
Just d20s.
Just a d20. Jesus.
I don't know. Yeah, you can put your strength on it. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me your strength.
Okay. So strength 21.
Nat 20.
Son of a
Oh.
bitch.
He just
You
like
got strong.
he doesn't look particularly muscular, but he sends your hand right into the table.
Just right that first like grab, bam.
He has
all
the
right.
technique.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. We got a minute.
Crap, what's his name? He looks a little bit like Rambo, but not Rambo, over the top guy.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
He looks like Sylvester Stallone.
Okay. Who starred
Over the top.
Who starred in a wonderful film about arm wrestling and locking your son in the trunk.
Yeah. All right.
At least that's what I remember. I wasn't paying a lot of attention. It's not a good movie.
You want to go again?
Yeah. 2 out of 3.
All right.
2 out of 3. That's not as good. 11. Shit.
16.
Son of a bitch.
He has to work for it this time,
Yeah.
but he gets you again.
All right, give me that third one. You've won.
Okay.
You've won, and I concede defeat. But give me the last one.
All right.
Nope, worse. That's an at one. He's just done.
Oh.
Jeff is.
I've got worn right out.
I am real disappointed having done nothing today.
How you
Being
feeling about D&D Beyond right now?
Like being actually even more ready to go than average, and they just got worse.
He pats you on the shoulder and says, "There's always tomorrow, buddy."
Yeah, we'll see about tomorrow.
Shakes your hand.
Yeah. I give him a good grip back, but
Nice firm
nice firm
handshake.
grips. Just two good firm grips. But it's just like, yeah, it's all right.
So as that's ending, I think Naomi and I will walk out. And I don't know about Naomi, but I'm gonna look a little like sweaty and tired.
Naoma looks composed. She, doesn't break composure very easily. She's like, all right, well, I believe you were taking us to our fine accommodations. We're looking at Wolf.
Yep, let's go.
You don't even want to ask how we did in there. You don't want any intel. You don't want to know nothing.
I'm sure
I'm sure he
everything was
knows.
fine.
You don't want to
You
ask
seem
me
like
how
you
my
care
thing
about-
went.
You seem like you care about your soldiers a lot. So that's great.
You did a thing?
No, not actually.
Oh, you
Oh.
want to talk about it?
No. It's just
Well,
like
just
he just
later.
looks like just kind of like he's just got the arms crossed in front of him. He's just like, no, I don't. Well, maybe later. That's...
Fine, but I'm gonna complain about it the whole time.
See the other guy, the guard. the other guard probably being really smug about it and be like,
No, he's
Well-
actually actually on the contrary. Sylvester Stallone, he's being pretty humble about it.
okay, all right.
Actually,
mind
no. You hear he seems to have overheard Jeff, and he looks over at Jeff and is just like, "Nah, you got this. Next time."
Oh yeah, there will be a next time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You can do it, buddy.
I guess I need to be more tired first.
All right, Stallone on my notes.
That's when I shine.
I'll know what that means. Cool.
So it'll only be a next time if this guy makes it till morning.
Did the priestess come out with us?
No, she's still kind of puttering around and trying to tend to the people on the beds and make sure they get all settled in for a nice long rest.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Your finest room, sir.
Let's go. He leads you down. There's down a couple of stairs into a trench-like area. It's kind of like a baseball dugout, but it's damp. The floors and walls are all like, it seems like they've made an attempt to deal with the dampness by lining the floors and walls in like various lumber. It kind of looks log cabiny, but yeah, for the most part, it's a fairly sparse cell. There are a couple of there is room for 5 bunks in a row, and those are all set up. They seem to be the same kind of bunks that you observed in the tents. And there is definitely a barred gate made of wood that looks ready to come down as soon as you're in there.
Made of wood. I'll notice it and then like give a little like snicker, but not make any big note.
What you notice of this place is that there isn't much for metal. Like they don't have the capabilities to mine ore or process metal here. It's all wood for days. It's wood all the way down.
I'll look at Wolf and be like, "Yeah, wow, this seems real nice. Thank you for such kindness for the people who came to help you."
He says, "Oh, you should see the dungeons," and turns around and walks away, and the gate closes. You hear the cranking sound of the massive gears that are also made of wood. It's those things. Yeah.
Well, I'll like go over to the gate and I'll look out and stuff like. Well, I know I can get out.
I'm small.
I'm small. Like, and
yeah,
also like they don't. I mean, they didn't like. We're all still fully armed and all that, so I don't see this as being a problem.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's a safe place to sleep for the night.
And I can
Well,
make,
as safe
and
as they can make it on the surface.
and I can make it safer and air conditioned. You know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good
Just because we're sleeping in their cots doesn't mean we need to, deal with this dank.
idea. I like that plan.
Yeah, that would be good. I am mighty tired.
Do you
Sure.
make a
Just
do
kinda
you
like-
make a yurt in the
Yeah,
dugout?
if it looks like we're settling in, then yeah, I will go ahead and cast Jeff's magical yurt, and I will make it's just gonna basically just the bubble will project and just kind of I'm sure it's just gonna overlap whatever walls and ceiling.
Just clips through it.
Yeah, just kind of clips through it, so you see it expand around us and then just disappear through the walls, but you can still see it over like the gate. And I'll make it blue. Why not? It can be any color I want. Let's let them know that there's some weird shit going on down here.
Some poor person who's used to like walking over where this like area is on the ground above is just gonna like catch their foot on the dome, not expecting it to be there, and just eat it.
Just go up.
Yeah, actually,
bit.
Up above you on the wooden roof, you do hear some feet stumbling. And, what the hell?
Perfect.
And yeah, we'll just I'll put that there. So yeah, it is instantly nice and comfy and dry in here, and quite nice. I'll go over to one of the bunks and just look at him like, that's good enough. Yeah.
All right.
Have a seat.
Okay, and with that, you jerks have secured yourself a nice long rest.
We did it.
Yay! Maybe I spoke too soon, but yeah. You enter the sleep zone, and
my favorite zone.
Good zone.
It's a good zone.
If you scratch it off, you're fine. Okay, and that's where we're gonna leave it tonight.
Dun, dun.
Safe in your dugout at Camp Fort Vengeance, whatever.
They really seem to have a chip on their shoulders.
I
A
mean,
few, maybe.
we got some bros here. It's probably fine.
Sort of seems like it might all be their fault.
I'm okay with that assessment.
Yeah.
We'll have to find out next time.
Indeed. Indeed, we will.
All right. Well, yeah.
Esports.
We did another
We did
D&D.
it.
I believe we're going to be back next week.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
We're doing it. Sean says yes, we're doing it. Great. Okay. So, yeah, thank you for joining us all. Let me see. Who should I thank? I would like to thank my cats, and I would like to thank all of the people at the table here, and I would like to thank all of the people who watched. Really appreciate it.
Woo!
Yeah.
You can go to Gemhammer and Sons, gemhammer.com, and you can get things at a discount if you use our special discount code, which is Power Word Casual. That's pretty cool. Thank you to them for creating that opportunity too. It's pretty nice. Makes me feel legit.
They would be more than happy to unload anything they didn't get rid of at Gen Con. So
They are, yeah. They have lots of stock right now due to the coming back from a convention and having all that stuff. And yeah, it's good stuff. Great. All right. So we'll catch you all next week. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Good night.
Skibop up next time.
Unofficially sponsored by Tom Cardy.